Hello, this is my virtual library with the books I selected and the books that I read for contemporary realistic fiction. My favorite book that I read was The Fault in Our Stars. I really liked the plot and the romance that it had, and some books that I would use in my classroom would be Because of Winn-Dixie. I think it's a good book to read in elementary school, and I also read it in elementary school. For fantasy, my favorite book to read was the Magic Tree House books. These were the first chapter books that I was ever introduced to when I was in the 3rd grade, so I will for sure be using these as well in my future classroom. For historical fiction, my favorite book was Step Up to the Plate, which is about a little girl who joins a softball team, and I think I would also use this book in my future classroom as well as a lot of these books that are right here, because they talk about like civil rights movements and stuff. Informational book that I liked was Birthdays Around the World. I thought it was really interesting to learn about different cultures and how they celebrate birthdays, and I think I would also use this one as well as Families Around the World and Some Girls and Some Boys in my future classroom, just to educate my students. My favorite literature representing diversity book was Hair Love. I think it's a cute story, and it shows how dads can do anything that moms can do as well. For poetry, my favorite book to read was A Night in the Attic. I used to read this one all the time in school. For science fiction, my favorite book to read was The Hunger Games. And then for traditional, my favorite books were The Little Red Hen and Why Mosquitoes Buzz in People's Ears. I remember reading those as a kid, and my overall experience with this assignment was really good. I enjoyed going down memory lane and reading some of the books that I hadn't read in a long time. I really enjoyed doing this assignment.